country people, today update Asiwaju aka Jagaban is certain to be disqualified. His weakness confirmed is that money wey forfeit. My country people, I no wan talk too much, abeg help me realize na only bad youth no go share this video. Na only person wey you know say you no want better for this green world suffer no dey tire you. Help me share this video make you react woto my country people. Hey, update like never before. Oh yeah, make una hear am. Abeg share this video make you react. Thank you so much.
How in the world did a lawyer who came to court as a witness to defend Tinubu turn around to justify and affirm everything that Labour Party said in their petition? Many people didn't pay attention to what happened in court. This man came into the courtroom with a lot of clout. He was flaunting his CV. He's been there, he's been here. But when the Labour Party lead counsel started questioning him, he started picking him apart one by one. First, he claimed that the $460,000 that Tinubu forfeited to the US government was a civil forfeiture, not a criminal one like Labour Party alleged. But when the erudite lawyer asked him if he knew that the judgment was based on a particular section of the US Constitution, he himself now turned around and accepted. He even went ahead to name the particular section. Do you know what? We checked that section. The judgment on the forfeiture that Tinubu made in the US was based on this section, USC 982. And this is what it says. Criminal forfeiture under 18 USC 982 involves confiscating property as part of a criminal conviction. This type of forfeiture is contingent upon the successful prosecution and conviction of someone for engaging in illegal activity, such as drug trafficking or money laundering. The gravity of this case, if Tinubu was still living in the United States by 1993, he will definitely be brought to court and sentenced. It's as simple as that. But because he was far away in Nigeria, they just had to make a call across. Also, remember that by that time in 1993, Nigeria didn't have any bilateral agreement with the United States as it concerns exchange of prisoners or people that have committed crime in each country, like it happened in the case of Buruji Kashamu. So if Nigeria had any kind of agreement with the United States by that time, they would have made an extradition request, as simple as that. Let's bring it down to Nigeria so that many people will understand the gravity of what happened. Imagine the NDLEA guys are tracking some people and they eventually catch them and they start tracing their funds in the banks and they find out that someone, no matter how highly placed, that person is storing funds traced to narcotics in his account. They will go after that person. They will first of all block the account. And if they ever catch that person, what do you think that person will go through? At the end of the day, will the person turn around and say it was a civil forfeiture that he made to the NDLEA and Nigerian government? No. In this situation, it is a criminal forfeiture. That was exactly what happened to Tinubu in the United States. Now, before we continue, many people will be saying, if it is true that Tinubu made a criminal forfeiture, why was he able to continue going to the United States thereafter? Yes, this is the angle and argument that his counsel is coming from. They want to prove that, hey, if he really committed a crime, he still continues going to the United States. Why hasn't he been arrested? That's why they tendered visas, copies of visas that he has gotten from the United States and has gone and come back. There are two reasons for this. Number one is that there's this policy in the United States. They don't seem to go after politically exposed persons abroad. Let's take, for instance, the indictment of Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar was indicted by a US Senate committee because of money laundering. When he was vice president, he used his wife. It's an old news. Everyone knows about it. Some tens of millions he laundered to the United States. So the US Senate committee indicted Atiku Abubakar with some other African politicians. But they didn't go after Atiku Abubakar. They didn't make an extradition request. Because of what? Because Atiku Abubakar is a politically exposed person. He has a potential to become the president. Their patriotism is to their own country alone. They don't care. If you guys elect a thief or whoever to rule you, that's your problem. Theirs is to protect their own interest. When they see someone that has become a president, maybe a dubious person, they will say, this guy, do we have a dossier on this guy? Let's open it. So whatever information they have about you, they will use it as a leverage. They will say, We want this resource from you. We want this social natural resource from you. This company needs this, it needs that. And if you're not negotiating very well with them, they will tell you, we know about this, we know about that. That will just put you in shape because you will not want anyone to know about your secrets. That's why they tap phones. They want to know every information. So that's the major reason they forgot about it. It's not like it didn't happen, but it's just that it is a form of leverage that they will use when they want to use it. The second reason is that it doesn't make sense for the Justice Department to start going after someone you've recovered money from. It doesn't make economic, even legal sense, because the money you've recovered it, you will now start spending another money to prosecute the person in court. So the state has nothing else to gain except lose, because they will spend money to prosecute the person, still spend money on the person in prison. While the person is imprisoned, he will be fed. He'll be taken care of. If he falls sick, the state will take care of the person. So the state has simply nothing to gain again after recovering thousands of dollars from their illegal activity. Even without the confirmation from the witness that Tinubu's forfeiture in the United States was a criminal one, the judges already know. Between them, they have many years of experience on the bench. So when they see a case, they make their own research, they have the experience, despite everything being before them, all the evidence, all the judgment, however it was done, everything is before them, but they will still make their own research to be double sure that it is the way it happened. Then they will pass their judgment. And Tinubu should seriously be worried. This time, there's no way he can get out of this. This is straight disqualification. People shouldn't be worried about the outcome of this petition because, however it turns out, if after looking at all the evidence they still say no, he didn't do anything, then we are all in it together. The next general elections, you won't see people coming out to vote because there's no need. You won't blame them. Their vote won't count. It didn't count this year. It's the next election that it will count. And if people don't come out to vote, they will rig it. It will become a selection process. And if people are selected, they will not do anything in office. They won't perform. They won't execute any project. They will just be writing all the money off because they don't have anyone to impress. You didn't vote them. They were selected by the party and people in power. So what will ultimately happen? It will make Nigeria a failed state, as simple as that, because nothing will work. So we are all in it together. Maybe, who knows, by that time they will be comparing Nigeria with Somalia. Yes, that's the level we will fall if they refuse to do the right thing. So people shouldn't worry about the outcome. Whatever the outcome, we are all in it together. You can't run away because it's turn by turn Nigeria Limited. No matter how highly placed you are in Nigeria, you are still affected by what is happening in Nigeria. You can't run away from it, except you go abroad and leave. Yes, that's the only way you can run away from it. Now, let's look at the question that is on everyone's lips. People are asking why, what is going to happen to Peter Obi, that they tendered evidence that his name wasn't on the register in Anambra before the election. The question that many people should ask is why? Why should a so-called winner of an election seeking to disqualify the loser? Isn't that strange? Besides, the section they are relying on in the Electoral Act didn't say that the party or any party will stop accepting new members after submitting their register to INEC 30 days before the primaries. So the party still has the right to continue accepting new members, and they cannot be updating their register every day and be delivering to INEC before the primaries. There's also a unanimous appeal court judgment that threw away the matter before the election. They went as far as awarding 200,000 to Peter Obi and others. So people shouldn't worry. We'll get more details about this judgment in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching.
My country people, now do well. Thanks for watching. I beg make una share this video. If you never share. I beg, if you watch reach this extent, thank you so much. We see the hope. Tomorrow matter for court to my country people. I still believe on the God of the 11th hour. I believe so much because everything we don't see they go on. As in, a lot of things we say, they say Bala Blutan or different promise. Not being they do. He said, let the poor breathe. Now, the poor aren't breathing at all, my country people. We want to sit down, they watch. We want to sit down, they watch. The main thing, as in, okay, some people go say, how many days you don't in the office? My sister, my brother, nugi because now when person begin waka you to know say see the way they waka they go, see the way movement wan be. Na so abeg share this video make you react abeg. If you never follow us for here. They give oto na all round that they give all round. As I dey say na so they report am. For here you go this way you go here for here. If you know you're not for another place, so I'm telling you the fact, now big things got TV utilization mama dey yarn. So abeg share this video once again make you react. Thank you so much for watching. Do one of the three: react, comment, or share. Abeg na for our own betterment my country people. Now for our own betterment, I'm telling you the fact. If green white green better, we no go dey do as in all this. Oh God, I don't know how to say it, but I believe you understand where they talk they go. You understand? Sometimes you don't need to go deep into the word, but when the word is out, you have to understand it. Just like the way they talk, so you don't need to go about. As I you don't already know say see where I dey go. I best share this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you now for the next one. Big Things God TV. Share the video. God bless you so much. All those people sitting on they follow me, come they comment, they rewatch my video. I say may God summer you blessing. Anything when you put your hand go work for you, Woto. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate you. When you call for 100 people go answer you. When you call for 100 billion, 1,000 and one go answer you. Thank you so much. It don't happen again on set too.